right, everyone, howdy, welcome to this week's weather workshop. And in this week's weather workshop, we're going to be talking about tornadoes and making our own tornado in a bottle. So after our rain and storms that we saw Monday and Tuesday, we even had a tornado warned storm down in Brownwood. That's what inspired this idea. We're going to talk a little bit about how tornadoes form and, like I said, make one of our own. So what you're going to need, you're going to need two 2-liter bottles that are empty, and you're going to want to take off the labels on them. If you have a little bit left on there, that is fine, but you want to be able to see everything. Optional, you can get some glitter, some dish soap, maybe even some food coloring. I'm going to keep it plain and simple so you guys can see it a little bit better, but at home you can make it a little bit more fun adding those kinds of things. And something called a tornado tube, which is this little plastic piece that I can unscrew this thing and show you. So basically, this is just connecting our two bottles. Just a little piece of plastic, already has some water in it. And if you don't have one of these, you don't need one. You can just use some duct tape and connect your two bottles. So first, obviously I already had it set up, but you're gonna fill your 2-liter bottle almost full, leave just a little bit of air there at the top. And then if you have your tornado tube, this is where you twist it on. If you don't have the tornado tube, you're gonna take your other bottle, place it on top so where the mouths are connected, and have an extra set of hands hold this for you as you duct tape around, and try and make as tight of a seal as you can. So, but I have our tornado tube, so I'm just gonna screw that on, just like screwing the top onto a bottle, and then you'll take your empty bottle and screw that on top. All right, and make sure everything is as tight as you can get it. You don't want water spilling everywhere. You don't have a few napkins laying around. So one thing you need for a tornado to form, other than just a thunderstorm, usually a supercell, you need some rotation. So what you're gonna do to make your tornado, put your hand over where you have your two bottles together, especially if they're duct taped together, hold really tightly. You're going to flip the bottle so the one that has the water is on the top, and you're gonna give it just a little quick spin, and then you'll see your tornado form. So here we go. 1, 2, couple quick spins. There's the spin in the atmosphere, and you're gonna watch up here, and there's your tornado right there. So what you need first, like I said, is that supercell thunderstorm. You have that cold air and that warmer, moist air. And like we've seen in the previous weather workshops, when those two things meet, you get lift, and that's when you get your thunderstorm. But you also start to get a little bit of rotation horizontally before this part lifts up into the updraft of your supercell thunderstorm. Then you have this really broad area of rotation, and that is where your tornado forms. Let's do it one more time, just for good fun. This is a pretty quick one. So again, flip it, a couple rotations there. It could take a minute. You can, there it goes. Much like real life, tornadoes don't form very quick. Well, they do form quickly, but it takes a little bit of time. It's not automatic. So you see that here in your tornado in a bottle as well. And that's pretty much it. So when you're swirling your bottle, you're creating a little bit of a vortex. And then there's something called centripetal force, which is a force acting on this water, pushing it in and pulling it down. And that is how you get your tornado in a bottle. So like I said, this week was a really quick edition of Kayleigh's Weather Workshop. But if you have any weather questions or any experiments that you would like to see me try, reach out to me, let me know, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye, y'all.